So, I was watching this video on Instagram earlier today. No, I think I told you about it. There was this. No, I didn't tell you about it. I think there was a dude talking to Gary Vaynerchuk, and he was saying it was the first guy to ever walk across the Antarctic. The Antarctic. Did I just lose brain cells?
Yeah, you did.
And all of them lost brain cells. My bad, y'all. Antarctica, completely unaided. And it's fucking freezing. And it's not like there's...
This is your...
Yeah. And it's not like there's any roads or anything. Mm-hmm. So you're climbing up, like, terrain, my guy. Mm-hmm. There was a guy on YouTube who climbed... Like, he walked across... I don't know, some place in Europe. It wasn't a big country. It was a small country. But he uploaded the whole thing, walking in a straight line. And I thought it was fascinating. So I'm thinking to myself, this guy walking across Antarctica must have been a mission. And everyone asked him, how did you not freeze to death unaided? Must have been really cold. I want to let you guys know right now, this might be a controversial opinion to some, but cold doesn't exist.
Okay.
It doesn't exist.
Cold doesn't...
Feeling cold is in your brain. That's not an actual thing that exists.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so this is what happened to me.
Yeah, let me hear it. All right, let me hear what you guys
When I was like 13 or 14, I went to this community center by my house.
Okay.
We used to go there on Saturdays and play basketball and shit.
Okay.
But back then, I lived in a really big bubble where like I just did the same things every day, so I didn't know anything outside those things. So
you were sheltered. Okay, yeah, I know.
Yeah, sure.
You were.
So one day,
that's what that means.
So one day, my mom couldn't pick me up. I was like, Mom, I'll take the bus, easy. And I used to take the bus on weekdays, and it was valid because there's more routes. But on the weekends, the routes would change, and I was afraid to ask anybody, so I didn't know what to say. And I missed my last bus, but I didn't know I did. So I was like, I'll just wait for an hour to see if I missed the bus. So I stood there in the bus stop. It's freezing. Hey Google, what's negative 10 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
Minus 10 degrees Celsius is equal to 14 degrees Fahrenheit.
14. So it was 14 degrees, mad windy, it was snowing, and like I was dying. I couldn't feel my limbs, but I needed to wait there because if the bus came and I missed it, it might have been the last bus. So an hour passed, an hour and 45 minutes passed, and then at that point, like, it was a game. I was like, all right, I'm not cold, I'm not cold, I'm not cold, I'm not cold, I'm not cold. And I started to not feel cold, but you truly had to convince yourself that you're not feeling it. So although I could barely feel my limbs, and there's probably a lot of impact that's having on my body, I didn't feel it. So I ended up waving a car down, and I was like, hey, could you drop me off at another bus stop where I know how to get home? And the guy didn't drop me off at the right location. And so I had to walk like...
How old were you?
I was like 15.
That's a real conversation there. Like,
yeah, I know.
You just let him in, just pick you up?
Yes, I was... Well, when you're out in the cold for an hour and 45 minutes, you're down for anything. So you could have been like, I have candy. Right. And I'll be like, all right, nigga, candy and warmth? Get me in there.
Canada is a totally different world. Let me just say that right now. I don't care how old I am. I'm not asking no man to pull over.
But I was desperate, and I was so shy back then. I didn't even want to ask for help because I was like, oh, what are they going to think? But it's like, they're going to think it's a 15-year-old kid lost. What the fuck else could they possibly think? So anyway, I walked like 10, 15 minutes to the next bus station after he missed the drop-off location. This is my fault. I should have been more descriptive. And at that next bus stop location, it's a straight line drive to my house, but it's like a 10-minute drive. And I realized that bus, I also missed the last one. It was like 6 p.m. And the bus system is horrible where I grew up. It's not as bad as it is here.
Yeah, this is really
But
bad.
it's bad relative to like most city standards.
Okay.
And I just froze. And I was like, okay, I have no option. I started to walk. Now, 3 minutes into my walk home, keep in mind, it was going to be like an hour and a half walk. 3 minutes into my walk home, and I didn't have a cell phone or nothing because I was 15. And my mom was like, no, my parents both didn't want to give me a cell phone. That's fucked up, actually.
I would have been started walking.
Yeah, so I started walking. Not 3 minutes after I started walking, the bus came by, and I was, ooh. And at that point, I was waving down any car. It could have been anybody. I was gonna say some fucked up shit, and I would have got in the way. God, like, just take me to the destination.
Yo.
So, eventually, I walked all the way home, and it took me like 3-4 hours to defrost. And I still couldn't feel most of my limbs the next day. But after that moment, I realized that cold isn't really real. Because after the first...
Where were your parents at?
They didn't know. They just figured I was playing basketball. I told them I was going to the rec, and I was going to be back later. And so they were like, all right, I'll take the bus. Bet. That's all they needed to know. So in their mind, I was just playing basketball the whole time.
So there's no like time when you get off. Like they.
Oh no, basketball goes on for a long time sometimes.
I get that, but it's like they didn't say like, "Hey, yo, just make sure you home by 8."
Nah.
Yeah, you live in a totally different lifestyle.
So I started doing that. I would like just walk out in freezing temperatures in shorts and a t-shirt, and I'd just be like, "This isn't cold." And the thing is, it was cold. But as long as I told myself it wasn't cold, I wouldn't feel it. And I don't know how to explain it other than that. So when I walk out in shorts and a tee, people think I'm crazy. And like some people don't believe that I don't feel it, but I genuinely don't feel it. So anyway, that's truly what I believe. I don't know if the same could go for warmth. I'd probably die if you put me under like a microwave type heat. Like, do you ever play Metal Gear Solid 4?
No, but everything you just said is just stupid. Literally every
Try
single.
it. I guarantee you.
I'm not going outside trying to tell myself like, "No, this ain't cold, man."
But it's like taking a cold shower.
No, what? That's still cold.
Except way worse.
It's still cold though.
I know, but the point is once you get used to the pain, you don't feel it anymore.
So, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist anymore.
It doesn't exist to you, and that's why you don't feel the pain.
So you think cold is just a mental concept?
No, I think cold is a real thing, unless you don't want it to be.
So a mental concept?
So the reality is I could have got frostbite, and I could have lost. Okay. There's plenty of shit that could have went wrong.
Okay.
But so that's
nothing you're saying.
That's gonna happen regardless. I was lost and walking home in the winter. It was gonna happen regardless. I might as well not feel cold while it's happening.
There's so many things that's wrong with you saying.
I'm trying to think of.
I'm not really even concerned about you, like feeling cold and not feeling cold.
But that isn't.
You weren't concerned about feeling cold because you were lost. That's what you was way more concerned.
No. I knew where I was.
I mean, not lost, but you were more so concerned about just trying to get home.
Yes.
Okay then. That doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It just means that there was something else that took control that had a higher priority to you.
Okay, I see what you're saying. But even past that though, I'm saying from that point forward, you couldn't catch me in jeans no more. I didn't need them. You couldn't catch me in snow pants as a kid no more. I didn't need them. Now, anytime I'm outside for less than 30 minutes, I don't give a fuck how cold it is. If it's under 30 minutes, I don't need to bring any warmth.
Again, stupid. Because there's so many other things in that story I'm concerned about. Like the fact that you just like, you're 15 and a man is like, just imagine a man like, oof.
He didn't say oof. He saw
No, I'm just talking about before you got in the car, he was like, was that a little boy waving me down? And it's cold? He was probably having a field day.
No, man. It was just some nice guy who offered to drop me off. Shout out to him.
Okay, all right. That's how you wave him?
Yeah, because
when you got out of the car, what did he say? Like, what's your name? Like, you
know, he didn't say none of that. Look, why do you think everybody's a pedophile?
Because who picks up 15-year-olds?
A concerned citizen.
Would you?
Absolutely.
Well, I would.
If you saw a 15-year-old kid shivering in the fucking...
I would call
that looks
like
a setup. That looks like a setup.
Exactly.
But then I'll be concerned for me, not for him.
I'll call the police.
Yeah, word. How did nobody call the police? What the?
That's what I'm saying. You live in a totally different world. If there's a 15-year-old child just like cold,
yeah,
I'm not picking him up.
I'll pick him up.
I'll be like, yo, you good? He'd be like, man, I'm cold, man. I'm gonna call the police for you, man. Stay safe. And then just drive off. Like, that's it. I'm not about to pull over and be like, hey, man, hop in.
You know what's crazy?
It's nice and warm in my car. Come on.
No, he didn't say that. He was just like, hey, you need some help? And I was like, yes. Very badly.
Whoa, he approached you?
No, but I waved him down, and then he asked, like, you need some help?
Well, he's still a pedophile.
Isn't that crazy that if you're a grown person, even if you're trying to help out someone in need, if they're, like, under the age of 18, you're a pedophile now? It's like,
especially if you're a man, yeah.
No, I hate that's a thing. I feel like I can't even look at kids no more, because a parent might look at me like, oh, what do you want with him? Like, I don't know, like, he's 2. The babies are cute. I can't look at a cute baby from afar. What the fuck is going on?
You that young?
No, but it's like it's disappointing that's the thing. That's the way it is now.
I don't think 2-year-olds is too young, but like if it's like 7 to like 16, you're a creep.
Okay, no, I still don't see it like that. I was at the Hawks game and there was this cute baby. His dad was holding him.
Okay, but if it's a baby, it doesn't matter. It's just a baby, it's a baby. Babies can be cute.
So if I got lost at a mall, I'd hope that even if it was a guy that found me, that he would help me find my fucking parents, man. I'd hope they wouldn't just all walk by me because...
But there's a difference between helping you find your parents in the mall than, hey, hop in my car, man.
No, yes, there is a difference. In the mall, you're safe. In the freezing temperatures with shorts and a tee, you're not safe.
What I'm saying is, in a mall, there's enough people to watch what's going on to make sure you don't get abducted.
No, not everybody's a predator.
When you're out and about,
damn.
and you're just on the corner looking like a fucking prostitute, and they're just like, yeah, come in my car.